Welcome back to Days. Today we will witness the most devastating tragedy in Tate's life. Tate poured every ounce of determination into a risky scheme, pretending to desire Sophia in order to force the truth about the child from her lips. He believed that one more calculated move would finally tear away the veil of secrets. Yet fate had other plans. Sophia remained cold and unyielding, refusing to reveal a single word. His carefully crafted plan collapsed in an instant, leaving him not only empty-handed but stripped of everything he once valued. The cruelest blow comes from Holly. When the truth about Tate's deception comes to light, she feels utterly betrayed. The trust she once placed in him is shattered beyond repair. Her decision to walk away is like a fatal strike, severing the last thread of love Tate still clung to. In a single moment, he loses love, hope, and the only path he thought would lead him to the truth. It is a complete tragedy, one that plunges Tate into the deepest shadows of despair. Tate Black finds himself entangled in a web of deception and heartache that could shatter his world forever. What started as a simple quest for truth has morphed into a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, with Sophia Choi at the center of it all. Tate, driven by a father's unyielding instinct, is pulling out all the stops to uncover the real story behind their child's fate. But as secrets bubble to the surface, his carefully laid plans are crumbling, and the fallout promises to be nothing short of catastrophic. Imagine the tension building like a storm cloud over the iconic town square, every whisper, every glance loaded with potential betrayal. Tate's journey isn't just about paternity, it's a raw exploration of trust, manipulation, and the lengths one will go to protect what's theirs. Let's peel back the layers on Tate's bold strategy, which kicks off with a calculated lure designed to catch Sophia off guard. Drawing from his past connections and the simmering undercurrents of their complicated history, Tate orchestrates a seemingly innocent encounter at a bustling local bar. The atmosphere is thick with unspoken words, dim lights casting shadows that mirror the doubts in their minds. He flashes that charming smile, the one that once won hearts, and casually confirms if she'll swing by his dorm later. But beneath the surface, Tate's motives are crystal clear. He's not there for romance, he's there to extract the truth about the baby she claims was adopted by a flawless couple far from Salem's prying eyes. Adding a fresh twist to this encounter, picture Tate subtly weaving in references to their shared memories, like that rainy night they first connected, to lower her defenses. Yet, as the drinks flow and conversations heat up, viewers can't help but wonder if Tate's act is convincing enough or if Sophia's sharp instincts will sniff out the ruse before it's too late. The animosity brewing between Tate and Holly Jonas adds fuel to this fiery plot, creating the perfect smokescreen for Tate's pretend affections towards Sophia. Holly, portrayed with fiery passion by Ashley Puzimis, has been caught in the crossfire of Tate's divided loyalties. Their recent fallout, sparked by misunderstandings and jealousy, gives Tate the alibi he needs to feign interest in Sophia without raising alarms. But let's expand on this dynamic. Envision Holly storming through the DeMera mansion, her heart aching from what she perceives as Tate's wavering commitment. She's not just hurt, she's furious, replaying every sweet promise they made under the stars. This rift isn't merely plot convenience. It's a poignant reminder of how teen romances in Salem often buckle under the weight of adult-sized secrets. Tate, meanwhile, uses this emotional distance to his advantage, whispering sweet nothings to Sophia that echo their turbulent past. Inventing a new layer here, perhaps Tate even slips in a fabricated story about regretting his choices with Holly, making Sophia believe she's finally winning his heart. The question lingers, will this charade hold, or will it backfire spectacularly, driving an even deeper wedge between Tate and the girl he truly loves? As half of Salem buzzes with the news of potential adoptions, Tate and his father Brady team up to dismantle the facade Sophia has built around the baby's supposed perfect new family. They've pored over clues, from mismatched timelines to suspicious silences, realizing that the picture-perfect parents Sophia described might be nothing more than a smokescreen. Tate's frustration has reached a boiling point. He's tried gentle persuasion, heartfelt pleas, and even outright confrontations, but Sophia's lips remain sealed tighter than a DeMera vault. Now, resorting to drastic measures feels like his only option. Let's invent some gripping details. Imagine Tate and Brady huddled in a dimly lit coffee shop, scribbling notes on napkins, piecing together anomalies like a delayed birth announcement or a photo that doesn't quite match. This father-son duo isn't just investigating, they're bonding over shared pain, with Brady drawing from his own history of family betrayals to guide Tate. The stakes skyrocket when Tate decides to go all in, inviting Sophia to his dorm under the pretense of rekindling old flames. The scene unfolds with palpable tension, a soft kiss that masks his probing questions about the baby. Will Sophia's guard slip in this intimate moment, or will she see through the deception and clamp down harder? The plot thickens dramatically when Ariana, Ari Horton, played with youthful vigor by Marissa Reyes, stumbles upon Sophia emerging from Tate's dorm. The encounter is electric, charged with the weight of unspoken alliances. Sophia, wide-eyed and flustered, begs Ari to keep this rendezvous under wraps, especially from Holly. But Ari's no stranger to Salem's tangled relationships. Her own life has been a roller coaster of family secrets and loyalties tested. Expanding on this, picture Ari pausing in the hallway, her mind racing through the implications. Does she owe Sophia silence, or does her budding friendship with Holly demand transparency? In a fresh edition, perhaps Ari recalls a past favor Sophia did for her, like covering during a school mishap, adding layers of moral dilemma. Despite the plea, Ari dives headfirst into the fray, determined to play matchmaker and help Holly patch things up with Tate. Her meddling could be the wild card that tips the scales. Will she succeed in reuniting the star-crossed lovers, or will her involvement unravel Tate's entire plan? Of course, the burning question remains. Will Tate's elaborate trap lead to the breakthrough he craves, or will it all come crashing down in a heap of regret? Sophia's silence grows more impenetrable, and Holly's discovery of Tate's betrayal could be the final nail in the coffin of their romance. Inventing a climactic element, envision a heated confrontation in the park where Holly overhears whispers of Tate's dorm visit, her eyes filling with tears as she pieces together what seems like infidelity. Tate, caught between his paternal duties and his love for Holly, might spiral into despair, questioning every choice that's led him here. The previews tease a week of revelations, with alliances shifting like sand and truths emerging from the shadows. As Salem's residents line up for their own slices of drama, Tate's story serves as a stark reminder that in this town, no plan is foolproof, and every secret has a price. Wrapping up this deep dive, the saga of Tate, Sophia, and Holly encapsulates the essence of Days of Our Lives, heart-pounding suspense mixed with raw emotion. Stay tuned to our channel for more updates, speculations, and breakdowns. What do you think will happen next? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all things Salem. Next, welcome back to the Days of Our Lives channel, where we explore the drama, secrets, and emotional battles that shape the lives of Salem's most unforgettable characters. Today, we turn our attention to a storyline that brings the past roaring back to life, threatening relationships and stirring up old wounds. This time, it involves Theo Carver, Jada Hunter, and JJ Devereaux, three names tied together by history, pain, and questions of forgiveness that may never fully be answered. For longtime fans, the bond between Theo and JJ has always been complicated. On the surface, it might seem that the years of tension had finally settled into uneasy peace. JJ believed he had finally been forgiven, that the slate had been wiped clean after the tragic shooting incident that left Theo injured and scarred, both physically and emotionally. But forgiveness is rarely that simple, and as time passes, memories have a way of creeping back, demanding to be acknowledged once more. Now, spoilers for Days of Our Lives suggest that Theo is preparing to bring an uncomfortable truth to the surface, one that will not only affect JJ's future but also involve Jada Hunter in a very unexpected way. Theo's lingering pain. Theo Carver has always been portrayed as one of the most gentle and thoughtful characters in Salem, someone who values honesty, trust, and love. But beneath that calm exterior lies a heart that still aches from the day JJ Devereaux pulled the trigger. Even if JJ acted out of confusion, misunderstanding, or poor judgment in a high-stress situation, the result was devastating. Theo's injury wasn't just a momentary setback, it shaped the way he saw the world, the way others saw him, and the way he could interact with people he once trusted completely. Although JJ has done his best to make amends, those haunting memories don't disappear overnight. Fans of the show will remember how deeply Theo's life changed after that shooting, not only in his physical health but also in the loss of his innocence and security. That kind of betrayal, even if unintentional, cuts deep. And though Theo has publicly extended forgiveness, he privately still wrestles with questions. Can I ever truly trust JJ again? Can someone who made that kind of mistake ever wear a badge and carry a gun responsibly? JJ's hope for redemption. On the other side of this story is JJ Devereaux, a man constantly walking the fine line between redemption and relapse into old habits. JJ has fought to rebuild his reputation in Salem. For him, the path to forgiveness has been long and painful. He has had to prove not only to others but also to himself that he is worthy of a second chance. For JJ, Theo's forgiveness was like a lifeline, a chance to breathe again after drowning in guilt. JJ genuinely believed the past was behind them, that they had reached a place of understanding. So when whispers of doubt resurface, they cut deep into JJ's fragile confidence. The possibility that Theo might reopen those old wounds threatens to undo everything JJ has worked so hard to rebuild. Jada Hunter steps into the middle. This is where Jada Hunter enters the picture. As a dedicated and principled cop, Jada values honesty and accountability. She has also earned a reputation for digging into the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. Spoilers hint that Theo will turn to Jada, sharing his unfiltered feelings and concerns about JJ's potential return to police work. This puts Jada in a complicated position. On one hand, she respects Theo's pain and knows the importance of listening to his perspective. On the other hand, she understands JJ's desire to move forward and leave the shadows of his past behind. Should Jada take Theo's warning as a red flag and consider JJ unfit for duty? Or should she give JJ the benefit of the doubt, recognizing that even flawed people can grow and change? Her decision will not be easy, and in true Salem fashion, it could ignite conflicts that ripple across multiple families and relationships. Forgiveness versus trust. At the heart of this storyline lies a powerful theme that resonates far beyond the world of Salem, the delicate balance between forgiveness and trust. Forgiveness can be offered in words, but trust requires consistent actions over time. Theo may have spoken words of forgiveness, but his lingering doubts show that trust has not fully been restored. This is a situation many viewers, especially older audiences, may find relatable. We all carry memories of past hurts, moments where someone close to us betrayed our trust, whether by accident or choice. Forgiving that person may have been possible, but forgetting? That is an entirely different challenge. Theo's struggle captures this universal human experience, the way scars remain long after wounds have healed. A storm brewing in Salem. What happens next could change the dynamics of Salem in ways no one expects. If Jada takes Theo's concern seriously, JJ could find himself under intense scrutiny. His dream of reclaiming a career in law enforcement may collapse before it even begins. On the other hand, if Jada dismisses Theo's worries, she risks alienating a man whose perspective deserves to be respected. There is also the potential fallout in JJ and Theo's personal relationship. If Theo's words reach JJ's ears, and in Salem, secrets never stay hidden for long, JJ may feel betrayed all over again. The fragile peace between them could shatter, leading to renewed animosity and heartbreak for both. And let's not forget the ripple effects. How will their families react? How will friends and allies choose sides? Will old rivalries flare up once again, dragging others into a storm that began with a single tragic mistake years ago? Final thoughts. As Days of Our Lives continues to weave its complex web of relationships, this storyline serves as a powerful reminder of how the past never truly disappears. The choices we make, the mistakes we regret, and the forgiveness we seek, all of these live on in the hearts of those affected. Theo's decision to speak out could protect Salem from future tragedy, or it could destroy one man's chance at redemption. Jada Hunter stands at a crossroads, tasked with balancing compassion and justice. And J.J. Devereaux faces the painful reality that no matter how hard he tries, some mistakes are simply too big to ever be forgotten. For viewers, this promises to be a dramatic and emotional chapter, filled with questions about morality, loyalty, and the human heart's capacity to heal. One thing is certain, Salem will never be the same once these truths come to light.